Okay, good evening, parents, and thank you for joining us today. We are going to open our discussion on the topic of skills development through time. We'll be exploring various themes from the emotional aspects of development all the way through to the key development of interaction that online classes bring. We hope you find this interesting and useful, and we look forward to getting started. But first, I would like to welcome to you our participants for today. So first of all, we have Miss Miriam, our third grade kindergarten teacher. Welcome, Miss Miriam.
Thank you.
Miss Miriam, I just have a quick question for you. What do you enjoy most about teaching, Miss Miriam?
Whoa. Well, I really enjoy having my students develop their creativity, their imagination to discover a new language. And I am really happy to be part of a child's education procedure.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Miss Miriam. And now we're also followed by Miss Suzanne, our fourth grade primary teacher. Welcome, Miss Suzanne. Miss Suzanne, my question for you, how long have you been teaching for? I know it's been a number of years. Could you explain to us how long it's been?
You're mute.
Yes, hello, and it's a pleasure to be with you this evening. Yes, it's been quite a few years. When I first came to Guadalajara, I was studying Spanish, and then I stumbled upon Martin Luther King, and that would have been about 18 years ago. I started out in first grade, and more recently, it's been a pleasure to be working in fourth grade.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Suzanne. It's great to have you here today. Mr. Estevane, good evening, Mr. Estevane. This is our junior high teacher. How are you doing? Okay?
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Frost. Yes, it is a pleasure to be here today with you. About the school environment, I really like the school environment and the team spirit. Administrative and co-workers are great. The environment looks like the U.S. schools. I have 14 years of experience. I taught 10 years as a teacher and 3 years as academic coordinator at the city of Houston. And for my surprise, the students in Mexico learn the same way the U.S. students learn. Also, they have the same problems and solutions. Mr. Frost, can you tell us something about your background?
Yeah, of course. Well, as you know, my name is Mr. Frost. I'm the kindergarten coordinator and Martin Luther King Public Relations. Just a little bit of background about me. As you can probably tell, my accent is a little bit different to maybe what you're used to. I'm actually from the UK. I was born in a place called Sheffield, which is in the north of England. It's very close to Manchester. But I moved to Guadalajara around 8 years ago. And I've really enjoyed my time here in Guadalajara. I like everything, the weather, the food, the environment, and the people. It's been great living here. I also found my passion while I've been living in Guadalajara, and that is teaching. It's something that I've really been enjoying doing. And also I'm very, very grateful to have the opportunity to coordinate kindergarten as well. At the moment, I'm currently teaching as well in junior high. I teach grammar and I teach world history, two subjects which I really enjoy and I'm very passionate about. And it's great to pass on my knowledge to all the students. Thank you very much, Mr. Estevan. Okay, Miss Magna. So Miss Magna is our junior high and primary English coordinator. And Miss Magna, you've been here for many, many years. Could you talk to us about some of your experiences, please?
Of course, Mr. Steve. Hello, everyone. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you today. And let me tell you that I've been in Martin Luther King for over 16 years now. And I have taught many different subjects like literature, geography, science, civics and ethics, and many more. Currently, I am teaching physics to second and third graders in junior high. And let me tell you that I am very grateful because thanks to different subjects teaching throughout these years, I have learned so many things and I feel very, very grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Magna. We really appreciate you. Okay, I will now pass you over to Mr. Estevane, who will get us started. So thank you very much, Mr. Estevane. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to establish a brief timeline about this history of online learning. This modern method to deliver instructional education actually is not new. The arriving of new technology is helping to implement this method in everyday classroom instruction. In 1892, the University of Chicago was the first traditional American educational institution to offer correspondence courses. In 1953, the University of Houston begins offering course credit for television correspondence courses, just like we have now. Also, in 2013, the University of Pennsylvania becomes the first university to offer a totally online bachelor's degree program. In Mexico, before the coronavirus pandemic, there was already 123 virtual programs working in a Mexican educational services. As we know, in the 2020 coronavirus pandemic, pushing to the future all the education systems around the world. Some countries around the world have more than 12 years using long distance education, like Finland, because their geographical situation, many students are not available to attend a physical school. This educational system has the 78% rate of success. Even before the pandemic, other countries like Indonesia was already in the process of applying the e-learning mechanism in elementary, taking into account its vast geographical condition. I would like to, Ms. Magda, can you tell us some skills about you observe of the classroom?
Well, thank you, Anna. I'm going to go over some of the points that you already shared with us. And let me tell you that even though online instruction to us, it had never had the impact it has had with COVID-19. The pandemic forced us to make use of this kind of instruction. And I am sure that we can start naming many different consequences that came along this pandemic. For example, the feeling of frustration or the feeling of isolation. However, I am going to focus on one particular effect that I have noticed in most of our students. And that effect is that students happen to be more resilient, which is having a capacity to overcome difficulties, such as this kind of instruction, okay? But maybe it is not going to be only for the students that I am teaching to. In this case, I would like to ask Ms. Miriam, haven't you noticed this in kindergarten as well?
Ms. Magda, I could say that one of the most important emotional skills that our students have developed in kindergarten is adaptation. Even though these times have been difficult, our students have shown a very positive attitude towards the online classes. Sometimes there is frustration, as you mentioned, and it's okay because they are also learning how to identify their emotions, how to deal with those emotions. And they have discovered this new way of learning. They accept it and they understand that the school is being different these days. The classroom now is the living room or the bedroom, and now they see the teacher through a computer and they don't have that physical interaction with their classmates and friends. And they have noticed that the activities are quite different, but you know what? They really enjoy them. We have also noticed other skills they have developed, such as creativity, problem solving, and they have also developed intrinsic motivation. In kindergarten, our students play in online classes. They sing, they dance, they create with their hands, they have physical activities. They even have an interaction in the chat in their own way, of course. So I can say that they have adapted very well to these situations, to this new way of learning.
I'd have to say that I agree with Miriam, and I've also been pleasantly surprised at the elementary level. Students have been filling their life toolboxes with skills, to name a few: persistence, time management, basic technical skills, communication skills in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. They have taken more ownership of their learning, and have been more proactive and more independent. It has been a very enjoyable experience to observe their creativity and innovative approaches to overcoming unforeseen obstacles, and sometimes obstacles that appear from one moment to the next, and they need a solution just as fast as they appeared. They have also developed a higher confidence level in identifying and voicing their needs.
That is true, and that is something that we see in the different levels that we teach: kindergarten, elementary, and junior high. But I would also like to address the noticeable development of receptive and productive skills in students. Students have faced a new reality in which language skills, unconsciously developed, are in order to cope the requirements and the needs of the online classes and the work that we have in a new platform, right? So I don't know if you agree with me that these different skills have been developed much more than what we expected. For example, in elementary, what have you seen, Ms. Dunn?
Well, the 4 skills acquired when learning a language are reading and listening, which are the receptive skills, and writing and speaking, which are the productive skills. And through online classes and the use of the platform, we have continued to boost these skill levels. I say we because it includes students, parents, and teachers. Parents and teachers have had the opportunity to be in touch regularly with the implementation of the platform. Many parents even have been testing their English skills and sending their messages in English, or jumping on the camera during class to test their English skills, to ask questions. With the same platform, we teachers have had the opportunity to share even more resources with our students. And this greater exposure to written text and the opportunity to send messages from teacher to student, student to student, etc., has also increased the ability to speak. Our speaking is automatically boosted due to the fact that we are more exposed to the language. Students are also building confidence and losing the fear of expressing their ideas in a foreign language. And the best part is that they're doing it with us teachers, with parents, and with their classmates. I think one of the most positive things about this, it has been an excellent opportunity to expand and take English outside of the classroom, which has always been a challenge for us, learning, teaching English in a foreign country. But we've been able to take it out of the classroom and bring it into the homes of the students that go to school with us.
Well, at this stage in kindergarten, there is not much oral production because they are acquiring vocabulary, they are identifying sounds, phonics. But there's been a good response to oral participation. Our students like to be seen, they like to be heard. And you know what? They like also to talk about their experiences, their emotions. And we allow them to do this sometimes their mother tongue, just to express themselves. But of course, we take the chance of this interaction to introduce the vocabulary, introduce the language. And I would also like to mention something surprising that we have noticed is that some students, the shy students, who didn't used to participate much in the school, now they are active participants in online classes. As I told you, they want to be seen, they want to be heard, and they feel more confident. This is something surprising, unexpected, but of course, really positive. And talking about communication, I also would like to mention that with the use of the platform, in kindergarten, communication among parents and teachers have improved and increased. Is now more effective because now it's direct. We keep in touch through messages, and these messages are not only to talk about problems, not to talk about negative things, but also to show affection, to show interest in our students, to know how they are doing in their classes. And well, I think with this way of communication, we can keep in touch, we can have a follow-up for every situation, and of course, we have made a good team, parents and teachers.
Thank you, Ms. Miriam. And from what I've seen in regards to interaction as a whole between parents, students, and teachers, it's that it has increased and communication has become more efficient. Students feel confident and secure to ask questions on the platform. And in some circumstances, students who were previously shy or who may not have wanted to ask for advice during normal class time in school, they now have the opportunity to raise questions or concerns they may have. It's helped teaching as well, I feel, and as an example, students who may be missing work, they can quickly receive a notification or a reminder to complete the work. Also for parents, I hope and feel that it has also made communication easier and more efficient. Parents can now send messages directly to a specific teacher, for example, history or grammar, and they can know with full confidence that they will get a response. This helps to resolve all the problems of scheduling meetings and waiting for both teacher and parent to arrange a time suitable for both. Okay, great. So, Mr. Estevene, I believe you have some final comments that you would like to share with us. Mr. Estevene, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Frost. In conclusion, there are many reasons why online instruction has become a popular option of education before and after the pandemic. The online environment offers unprecedented opportunities for teachers and students to scaffold many instructional skills. Students are still connected and have the opportunity to continue their learning in different forms with minor disruption. When our students are attending to our online learning system, they feel the responsibility to continue study and making several tasks to continue with their education. This can help to mitigate the impacts of today's global situation. The outcome that I have from my junior high school students about the online instruction is that they feel more released to express their doubts when they need to question something. They receive the answer right away. Also, like a teacher just said a minute ago, their speech and comprehension skills develop better because they are in a coordinated, collaborative, and friendly environment. Also, if they have any eventuality like no power or electricity at home, illness, they may replay the last session or lost sessions. If they were not available to attend class, that will be a very good solution. This is a very important fact. Many students are losing the fear to be in front of an audience or a camera. Because of this, they are engaging in classroom debates and giving their perspectives, perspectives of different topics easily. Another advantage is that virtual classroom instruction, it is accessible 24 hours a day with the recording sessions. You may observe that the learning skills are fostered in every aspect of the instructional curricula. Thank you, Mr. President.
Lovely. Thank you, Mr. Stevene. Okay, guys, does anyone have any further comments you would like to make today?
Sure. I would just like to say that I am enjoying the opportunity as a teacher to expand my creativity and skills and those of my students, which has opened many doors during our experience with online classes and will continue to enrich as we continue on our virtual and eventual back at school adventures. And thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Suzanne.
Also, I would like to comment something. I would also like to add using this new technology will help us to be more productive in classroom. And probably in the future, this could be used as an hybrid educational system. Using this technology really helped me to promote easily new challenges and better instruction to my students. Thank you.
Well, I would when this quarantine is over and we come back to school, we should definitely keep these resources inside the classroom and outside the classroom as a huge help. Let's keep the technology as a great tool to help and enrich the students' learning process. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miriam. And from me, just in conclusion, I'd just like to say I've really enjoyed teaching online and I found it very, very beneficial for everyone concerned. I'm very happy, however, to return to school and have face-to-face interaction with students again. We know these times have been difficult, but we do appreciate all the support we've had from parents and all of our teachers as well. So thank you very much.
Okay, I would like to make 2 points before we finish. Number one, it is that at Martin Luther King, we continue to strive for academic excellence by improving our training, our resources, and performance, so you can get the best of us. But another thing that is very important, I want to say hi to Lolita Garcia. It's an honor to have you here in the meeting today. They are sending greetings. We have Tina with a special greeting for Mr. Frost. Okay, also for Ms. Suzanne, and we have also other people saying that we are the teachers, okay? And thank you very much for saying that. It is very important to us to get all of this information. It is going to be kept not only in our minds, but also in our hearts. Laura, Adriana, thank you very much for your comments. We are here just getting the best for you, and we will continue as it is. Thank you, Evelyn, for your greetings, okay? So,
Lovely. Well, thank you all for all your comments as well. And that concludes our conference for today. And thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure you've all made some comments in the comments section. As a team, we can have a look at them. If you did have any questions, we can review it at a later date. And maybe on our next conference call, we can address those questions to you directly. So from me and the rest of our team, thank you so much for joining today. Have a great evening, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you.